What's up, everybody? My name's Cody Rowler, and welcome back to episode 5 of the ultimate favorite Pokemon picker, tracker, table, online generator. This thing. You guys have no idea what this is. I have 4 episodes out, hopefully by this point. It wouldn't make sense if you're watching episode 5 and the first 4 aren't out. Go check them out if you haven't already, because it's been a blast. I am currently streaming on Twitch. Today I'm streaming episodes, or gens, 5 and 6, but for the sake of this video, you're watching Gen 5. Without further ado, we are going to dive in. First up, as always, our normal category. So we've got normal Gen 5. I'm going to probably have to scroll down. We're not going to be able to see the top of the columns. The nature of this tracker, it doesn't like fold them up if you have less screen below. Like it literally just keeps dropping them lower and lower. So I'm going to scroll down. We're not going to see the column names for some of this episode, but I'll probably go back and forth. Starting off with normal type, we have a bunch of Pokemon that I'm going to fail on our names. This is where I start getting bad at remembering everybody's names. I know all of these Pokemon, but to sit here and try to name them all, that's not going to happen. So from here on out, I'm just going to highlight the ones that I like the most. This is getting harder and harder to do as we get further and further in the Pokemon generations. Honestly, looking at this list, I don't have a whole lot of favorites within this, which kind of surprises me. There's the herdier line. We've got Stoutland being the big old dogga. We have the birds, which I honestly, if I think about birds, I'm just going to say it. One of my least favorite birds is pigeons. I just don't like that they're naturally dirty. They're uncleanly, I guess. The Unpheasant line is not my favorite. It might be my least favorite line of the birds. I'm sorry to say that. For anybody that likes Unpheasant, or anybody, Pit of line, rather, not my favorite. Adino. So this Adino has a little gimmick in-game where if you take out Adino, you get bonus experience. I don't know what it was about Adino, but the best way to train in Black and White was just hunting Adinos. Scrolling down, though, we have a couple solid Pokemon. I guess I didn't see Buffalon and Americano over here. And then I'm forgetting, what is, I'm not even going to try. I forget her name. Starts with an M, right? I'm going to go probably with the Braviary over the Buffalon. I think if it comes down to this category, which is, it comes down to this category, I'm going to pick either of these two. Buffalon's pretty cool buffalo, but Bato Americano, we're going to go Braviary. Next up, Fire. Ooh, buddy, we got Victini. Whew. V for victory, y'all. Victini. Darmanitan, also a badass Pokemon. And Chandelier. And Volcarona. Oh! And Reshiram. That was probably my favorite legendary. To spoil it for us, favorite legendary Gen 5 is probably going to be Reshiram. Shit, we got this is way better than the normal category. Okay, so Victini is amazing. I love Darmanitan. Darmanitan was one of the Pokemon that I ran in like online battles a lot. Chandelier, how do you get much cleaner than the freaking Fire Chandelier Pokemon? That is, ugh. This is hard. Volcarona, easily one of my favorites. I've said that so many times in this series so far. I have too many favorites, and that's why I'm doing this tracker. I would have a really hard time not giving this to Volcarona, but it's also Bug, so I'm going to confidently hold off until Bug. I think we're going to see Volcarona trump the Bug category. So then it comes down to Chandelier or Darmanitan. In the same mindset of the Bug, I'm going to hold off on Chandelier. I think we might see this in our Ghost category taking the cake. So by process of elimination, it's going to be Darmanitan. Although again, Reshiram, amazing legendary. I had white version and then black too, which had, it was weird they swapped the legendaries. I was Reshiram all the way. But we're going to go Darmanitan. Darmanitan taking Fire Gen 5. Next up, Water. Samurott. One of the best water type Pokemon in my opinion. I really like that in the normal stance, just a 4-legged kind of, I don't even know what you would, it's kind of a dog-like creature, but he can take out samurai swords. Samurai. Really cool. Palpitoad, which this is my buddy on Pokemon Go. Mine's named Palpatine. Palpatine is one of my favorite Pokemon in Pokemon Go. He just a big old frog. Jellicent, I think is the name. Another, I named this thing LaFonda. And I went with the female Jellicent. I do like Keldeo, though. Keldeo is pretty cool. Might be a fighting win for me, so maybe we'll hold off. I'm going to go with LaFonda, maybe. I really do like Samurott, though. Oh, this one's hard. All right, we're going to go with the LaFonda. I really do like Samurott. I said it multiple times in this series so far. I'm trying to avoid starters. They have their whole category. I can fight over the starters later. Gen 3 Grass. So again, I picked Serperior in my first playthrough. I feel like this is a Pokemon that gets a lot of hate as far as starters. It's disliked. I was not a fan of the monkeys in Gen 5. There was the grass, the fire, and the water. They didn't really hold up for me. The first gym leader used them, or gym leaders rather, plural. There was more than one gym leader at the first gym in Gen 5. Oh, Lilligant though. Ugh. I do like me some Lilligant. Saucebuck. Ooh, we have Ferrothorn in here. Oh, I do love Ferrothorn. Oh, that's a really good grass Pokemon. Ah. Although I think of it more of as a steel type. It is grass and steel. Did I already say who was going to be taking my steel? No, I didn't. Maybe I'm holding off for Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is absolutely among my favorite. Another stall Pokemon for battles. Definitely made rotation on my teams over the years. But if I'm looking at grass and I think about who I'd want to pick for grass, it probably would either be between Ferrothorn or Lilligant. And I really do like Lilligant. This is grass only form, so I'd probably go this over Ferrothorn. Again, if anything, I'd pick Ferrothorn because of the steel typing, but we're going to hold off. I want to see what's in our steel category. Ferrothorn's probably going to take that. Let's go Lilligant, though. I really do like Lilligant. Some strong stats overall. Next up, Electric Gen 5. We got a decent handful here, at least as opposed to Gen 3. So we have Zebstrika. It's pretty cool. The only zebra Pokemon to date. Joltik and Gargantula. Ooh, Electros is really cool. So this Pokemon is super unique because it's one of the... I think it actually might be the only electric Pokemon with Levitate. It can't be hit by ground moves. And the only type that's good against electric is ground. So this Pokemon doesn't have any super effective weaknesses. And then Zekrom is pretty sick too. Again, not looking at the legendaries, not trying to. I think he'd probably be the strongest electric Pokemon here. But Electros, that ability though is pretty sick. Next up, Ice. Ice Gen 5. Vanillex. This Pokemon gets shit on all the time because it's an ice cream cone Pokemon. I know the Pokemon Company has come up with some really lame designs, but I love Vanillex. It's not as bad as Garbodor, okay? We got an ice cream cone and we got a trash bag in the same generation. You can shit on Garbodor, okay? I'm not going to defend it. But the Vanillex, though, this made the first team that I had in Generation 5. I love Vanillex. Although Beartic... amazing. Cryogonigel, sick too. Oh, and then this is the third legendary that has different forms based on what? Based on the black and white too. Trivium's tired of Gen 5 already. All right, we're going Vanillex. Moving along. I do like Beartic, but we're going Vanillex. Fighting type. Got to scroll down a little bit. Conkleder. Conkleder and Sock were actually two of my favorite fighting Pokemon. I think they even both made my team, my party of 6. I had 2 fighting. I really did like Sock. I think it was available in Y version. The Conkleder, it's got 2 giant concrete columns. Pretty badass. Scrafty's cool. We've got our like legendary dogs, if you will, of this generation, and then of course Keldeo. I'm forgetting Mel something. It starts with an M. And to be honest, as much as I like Sock, he's not holding up. When you compare the two, Conkleder. We're gonna keep it moving right along. I know what I wanted for that one. Poison type, Gen 5. Scoliopede's pretty sick. I actually did see quite a few people comment that this was their favorite Pokemon. There's our Garbodor, who's not getting my vote. I gotta know. If you're watching this live, if you're watching this on the VOD, if you're watching this on YouTube, does Garbodor make any sort of cut for you? I'm talking top favorite. Even if it's just Gen 5 Poison, does Garbodor make this cut? Is not making the cut for me. We're going Scolipede. I gots to. I just gots to, okay? Ground Gen 5. Oh, lordy. Oh, how you gonna make me choose? Excadrill, top tier. S ranking. Easy, easy. But then you say... our boy Crocodile is right behind him, right below him rather. And I really do like Golurk. Golurk doesn't quite hold up. I really tried to make Golurk happen. Stop trying to make Fetch happen. This is the same thing that happened with Golurk. It didn't happen. But Excadrill and Crocodile certainly did happen, let me tell you. Oh, Lord have mercy. Now, which one did I use more? I like Moxie Crocodile because that thing starts sweeping after a certain point. But Excadrill doesn't need Moxie, you know? Another Pokemon that humbled me through a friend just thrashing me in most of our battles. I had such a difficult time getting around Sims's Excadrill. See, I would Choice Scarf the Crocodile, but with Excadrill, I don't know, you could do so many different things. This is so hard. You know what? My logic is thinking I already have someone stored for my Steel type that I would like to choose, but I don't have anybody in the back of my mind for Dark type. So let's not pick Crocodile for ground. Let's pick Excadrill for grounds, right? Crocodile has a chance to come back. Excadrill doesn't. I already know there's another Steel type, Ferrothorn, and I don't want to fight those two against each other because then I really have to decide. So Excadrill's taking my ground with the hope that Crocodile is taking my Dark. Flying Gen 5, who's my favorite flying type. I really liked, is it Archeon? Again, I'm already spacing on the names, but I hated the ability. I hated this thing's ability. I think it, like, something along the lines of its attack gets cut in half if it's, like, less than half health. Let me back it up. Camera was in the way there. I was talking about, is it I can't even remember the bird's name. It's flying in rock, and I loved it, but then, like, in the long term, it does not hold up. This is the fossil that I went with. You could either pick this one or the turtle. I was gonna say Volibee, but no, it's come on, you know this, Mandibuzz. There we go. Dig deep for that. And then, of course, we got our trio over here. Legendaries, not focusing on legendaries. You know what? Looking at these, I think I'm going to go Mandibuzz. This thing is a freaking defensive wall. Mandibuzz is no joke. Mandibuzz is, like, up there with Skarmory as far as just, like, I freaking hate this bird. Tanky and beefy as hell. Yeah, let's go Mandibuzz. Psychic and Gen 5. Moving right along. Once again, Victini coming up. So it's Fire and Psychic. Victini might take this for me. I really do love Victini. Even though it's a legendary. Well, technically, it's like a mythic. Reunculus, though. Fuck. Oh, god damn. Okay, so Gothita, I think was her name. Gothitelle. I can't remember which one's which. This is a really cool line, and I completely understand if this is a favorite to a lot of people. A lot of people really do like this Pokemon. It's the only, like, gothic Pokemon that we really have. There is a ton of Dark type that fit the gothic vibe, but, like, this is Gothita. It literally is a gothic Pokemon. Although, back to my favorites, we have Victini, which I don't know if that really counts. It is Psychic. It's Fire and Psychic. But then we have Reunculus, which I think I'm going to go Reunculus. Reunculus, I think is how you pronounce it. This is cool. It's literally a biological Pokemon. It's a cell. It goes through osmosis, right? Mitosis? I don't know what phase it's in. Cell division. It's taking the cake. Bug Gen 5. Ooh, Crustle. Ooh. Ooh-wee. Tell me Crustle ain't one of my favorite Pokemon, y'all. You guys already know I love Crustle. I love Crustle in Pokemon Unite. It's really beefy, but it doesn't hold up. I still really love it. Oh, I just looked down, though. I take that back. Crustle ain't winning over my goddamn Volcarona. There's a lot of really good Pokemon here. I want to call them out. Durant, Single Form, Bug and Steel. Yeah, I think Volcarona's taking this. Crustle, really, really sick. I already picked Scolipede in my poison category. Garvantula is cool. It's a sick bug. Durant's a pretty neat bug. No one's taking this over. Volcarona, let's go. Although I do want to say Genesect is a really cool idea. Genesect is an anomaly. This thing is broken. I think it's a mystic Pokemon. It's not legendary. It's kind of like Victini. Anyway, Volcarona, taking it. Rock Gen 5. Who do we got? Ooh, there's my Crustle again. Although, is this Gigalith is the name? Is that... I'm so bad. I love these Pokemon, but I'm like, I can't remember their names. Is it Gigalith? He's a really cool Pokemon. Let me see if I can toggle my shinies real quick. Last stream that I tried, it didn't work. Oh, that's why, you jackass. I didn't know you had to do... Jackass. All right. Going back to the list, I really do like Crustle, but when it comes to Rock, like if I had to pick between these two, which one do I like more for Rock? It's going to be Gigalith. And now that I can go back and change the freaking shiny, there's our shiny. All right, that shiny is pretty sick. The first shiny that we have on the list, Gigalith is taking it. Tell me those blue rocks aren't cooler than that like orange rock. Ghost type, Gen 5. Confogarous, I think is what the name is. This is definitely one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 5. It is a wall. I had a really cool setup with mine that just made it hard to get past once it got set up. My Lafonda, if we remember, Oh, but there's my freaking Chandelure. We were talking about saving this for Ghost. You know, between these two, as much as I like the Mummy, and it's a really sick design, by the way. It's literally a sarcophagus? Which one's the tomb and not the throat? Sarcophagus? We're gonna go Chandelure. I knew I was holding off on Chandelure. Out of these ghosts, I think Chandelure is the best, so yeah. And you know what? While we're on the shiny roll, let's make it shiny. Because this Chandelure shiny is like a sick fire. It literally is fire. It's not blue anymore. You know, if they came out with the orange flame originally and then made the blue shiny, I'd probably like the blue more. I think I just like the shiny because it's the harder to acquire. Dragon Gen... Wow, we have a lot of Dragon in Gen 5. We had like nothing. And Gen 2 was literally just Kingdra. So Gen 5... I don't really care too much for the Haxorus line. Haxorus is a really cool design. Not my favorite dragon, though. It hasn't held up over the ages. Hydreigon, though. Yeah, Hydreigon's taken this. If anybody else has filled out this chart already, did Hydreigon make your cut? I think it might be one of my favorites from Gen 5. It was really fast, and it hit like a freaking truck. Special attack heavy. Ridiculous. Dark type Gen 5. Okay. Okay. I know we were holding off for Crocodile, but we do have a couple of other options here. I think Crocodile is taking this. I think it's a safe, clean cut that Crocodile wins, but some good callouts here. Zoroark. Other callouts, we've got Bisharp. Bisharp's really cool. I love the third form that they introduced in Scarlet and Violet. Mandibuzz, great Pokemon. Already took our flying type, and then of course Hydreigon already took Dragon. We can't not pass up Crocodile. He's a crook. He's a crook. God damn it. All right, so we are on now Steel for Gen 5. There's my Excadrill again. Oh, but there's Ferrothorn. I knew it was coming back up. Yeah, Ferrothorn wins this. It's a pretty easy, once again, clean cut. Ferrothorn wins. I never cared for the Magnemite copy Pokemon here. We have the gears. Clink, Clink. No, it's Clink, Clank, and Clink, Clank. How original. We have Bisharp again. We have Durant. I'm sorry, Durant. You're never going to make the cut for me. I'm sorry. Ferrothorn, you're taking it. We're flying through Gen 5. At least it feels like. Fairy. Whoa. Well, what the hell is this? Is this Katini and then Katini and it's not Jumpluff. I would hate to pick this Pokemon and then not remember to name it or not remember its name. I think Katini's the first pre-evolution, maybe aside from Togepi, that wins because I didn't know the name. We're going with Katini. Wins by default because it's the only one I can remember. Starter Pokemon. Okay, now we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. So I really did like Serperior. I feel like it's in the minority here. I did not pick Emboar as my starter at the time, although I feel like a lot of people did. I'm just tired of the firefighting. I think it's overdone, but I really do like Samurott. I think it's going to go between these two. Samurot's taking it. Samurott takes it. Well, this is interesting. Oh my god, look at that abomination. It's hideous. I think it's going to take my vote because I only have two options here. We have Mega Audino or Gigantamax Garbodor. And look at this thing. I got to scroll in just to make this as god-awful as possible. Guys, its eyes are bloodshot. What is that? It literally has a ship in its garbage. It has a building and an airplane in its garbage. What the? What even? What even? It's terrifying. Gimmick form. Garbodor. Ultimate garbage Pokemon. We're getting close to wrapping up Gen 5. Legendary. Second to last category. Who do I like the most out of our Legendaries? Okay, I love Victini. I've said it multiple times now. And I do like our two main dragons, Zekrom and Reshiram, although I would lead Reshiram. Genesect's also really cool in this category. Honestly, all of these Pokemon are fantastic. Any choice that you pick here, I'm probably going to stand by and agree. I got your back. These are all amazing Pokemon. But I'm going to have to boil this down to my favorite. Victini or Reshiram? Ugh, that's hard. I really, really do like Reshiram. It's fire and dragon. It's what Charizard always wished it could have been. But V for victory, y'all. Victini's taking it. And now we've come to the end of the episode. The hardest decision that I have to make in every episode. Who is my favorite Gen 5 Pokemon? Who is it? We have Paparamericano. We have Darmanitan, Jellicent, Lafonda, Lilligant, Electros, Vanillex, Conkleder, Scoliope. We have Excadrill, Mandibuzz, Reunculus. We have Volcarona, we have Gigalith, we have Chandelure, we have Hydreigon, Crocodile, Ferrothorn, Cotini. I'm just gonna say Cotini's not it. Samurott, garbage, and then we have Victini. I'm gonna start chipping away, boil this down. So I really like Darmanitan, I really like Conkeldurr, I really like Excadrill. Volcarona's up there, Chandelure's up there, Hydreigon's up there, Crocodile's up there, Ferrothorn's up there. How do I pick? I'm trying to bring it down to 1. That's 8. Who do I like the most? Who did I have the most fun with online? I can't not look at Darmanitan and think of Shofu, right? Shofu branded Darmanitan. Conkeldurr, ugh, Excadrill, ugh, Volcarona. All of these Pokemon are my favorites. It's so hard. All right, I gotta decide. I gotta wrap this episode up. Who's it gonna be? Darmanitan's really cool. Excadrill really cool. I love Volcarona. Chandelure's so cool. Crocodile's so cool. I wish I could pick them all, but that's not the point. I don't know if, like, at another time I might have a different answer for you, but in this moment, I'm feeling Excadrill. It's so difficult. But I gotta say Excadrill. I gotta say Excadrill. Check that out. We have our favorites for Gen 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Recapping Gengar, Tyranitar, Gardevoir, Lucario, and Excadrill. I'm not gonna lie, these are some of the best Pokemon in my opinion. I love this tracker. It's making sense. It's making sense for me. Thank you guys for making it this far into the video. As always, if you haven't liked it yet, please drop a like. Obviously, if you're enjoying the content. If you want more content, cheers to that. Subscribe for some more. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 5. I'm going to continue streaming episode 6. If you want to catch those live stream, you can follow me on Twitch. But until episode 6, my friends, adios!